Hey, this is Leslie again. I just recently posted a video called The Dove Has Been Dispatched. And after I posted it, I fell asleep. And when I woke up, God gave me some more on that video. So this is a part two. I want to read to you a couple of verses and explain what God is sharing with me now. Starting at Genesis 8 and 8, this is talking about Noah. He also sent out from himself a dove to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. Verse 9, but the dove found no resting place for the sole of her foot. And she returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. So he put his hand and took her, and drew her into the ark to himself. Verse 10, and he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the ark. Verse 11, then the dove came to him in the evening, and behold, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in her mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. Verse 12, so he waited yet another 7 days and sent out the dove, which did not return again to him anymore. Okay, what God is telling me is that you have to protect the dove. Between verses 11 and 12, we see that the dove goes out and she brings back the freshly plucked olive leaf, which symbolize the dove and the olive leaf symbolize like reconciliation, peace, friendship with God. Like I'm restoring what I said I would restore. The promise is coming, right? And in my previous video, I said that this also represented, God is saying, just continue to wait. The promise is almost here. That's what the dove and the olive leaf symbolize, that your promise is on the way. You just need to hold on a little bit longer. Okay, but then when we go to verse 12, it says, so he waited yet another 7 days and sent out the dove, which did not return again to him anymore. God is saying that the enemy has been watching, and the enemy sees what is going on, right? The enemy saw what Noah was doing. The enemy sees what's going on with you, that you are building up your hope and your faith, that you are believing that God is in fact going to do the thing that he said, that you are right on the brink of the breakthrough, of receiving the promise. And during that 7-day period, the enemy is going to try to do whatever he can to steal and kill and destroy, as he does, the promise, to defer your hope, to kill your hope of the promise, so that you won't push in the place of prayer and being thankful for what you know God is about to do. Anything that he can do to delay or stall your promise, he is going to try to do. So in that verse 12, where it says, so he waited yet another 7 days, this is the time where you need to be quiet about what God is doing, about what he said. You don't need to share this with anybody. I know it can be very tempting, especially when you're excited, and sometimes we talk out of excitement and we let people in on what's going on, not even realizing that these people are on assignment to destroy that promise. But what you need to do is safeguard that dove. It's almost like I could see, and this is just my imagination because I don't have any proof that this happened at all, but it's almost like I can see God saying, like, Noah, protect this dove. Keep this dove with you, if you will. Make sure that this dove is safe until it's time to send this dove out again. And that's what God is saying. Protect your dove. Protect the hope and the peace that I've given you about the situation. Protect your weight before it's time to send the dove out again. Because once the dove was sent out again, the dove did not return, which fully solidified that there is dry land. The promise has come. Because then we go down to Genesis 8 and 13, and it says, and it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and indeed the surface of the ground was dry. So now Noah has come into the promise of, the waters receding, the ground is dry. Now he and his family are able to come out and come out of the ark and give God thanks, and bring all of the animals out of the ark, right? They're able to see the promise. They're no longer stuck inside the ark for months, they are fully able to become fruitful and multiply on the earth again. And God's saying that He wants you to be able to be fruitful and multiply in whatever that promise is that He's giving you. But you have to protect that dove. You have to protect your hope and your expectation of what's going to happen. Keep this thing to yourself. Push in the place of prayer as you safeguard what God has stored up in you. That's the word.